gonna start doing the 30-day self-harm challenge. And just to see how it does, I might not finish it. I'm never really accurate with it. Like, I get not so much bored, but I forget to do them, or challenges or things like that. Like, I forget to do a day, and then I feel like I need to catch up, or I just skip and it takes longer than it should. Like, I was supposed to be doing a 100-day music challenge, but that hasn't really worked out. Like, I think I'm on day 50 and I started way long ago. But yeah, okay. Day 1. How long have you been self-harming, and discuss why you started? I started cutting myself when I was 13 in January of 2011. After that, I went on off and on for a while until about July that year when I turned 14, and then I stopped for a little bit, but then it started again about the beginning of freshman year, and then that was when I was diagnosed with bipolar, which is manic depression if you don't know. And a lot of those times when I was cutting, I was angry or really, really upset in some sort of another, like upset mad-wise or upset sad, and I would take it out on myself. But then I stopped for a while. I'd say about halfway through freshman year. But actually, I want to say it happened off and on, but I don't think it did. The next time I remember cutting after halfway through freshman year was around January of sophomore year. It wasn't a good reason that I started cutting again that second time. Actually, that was the third time. And that was because I found out my ex got a new girlfriend, and I was really upset by it, which I shouldn't have been because I was the one who broke up with him. But I got really upset for some reason, and I just took it out on myself again, which was a really bad idea because then I couldn't stop again. I just kept cutting. But after that, and clear into junior year, I would cut and cut and cut. It wasn't super frequent, but I was cutting. I would always have those scratch marks and faint little scars on my wrist, no matter what happened. And I kept doing it up until about March 2014, which is this year, which was still junior year. And that was for one reason and one reason only. I ended up having to go to the hospital, but not for cutting. It was for my bipolar. And Mom made me give up my razor. She took away my iPod and told me I could have it back once I gave her my razor. And personally, I honestly couldn't care less about my freaking razors. I needed my music, because that was what helped get me through what was going on. Because at the time, January of this year, my parents started getting a divorce, and that kind of did not help at all. Plus, my bipolar was out of whack, so I was wanting to self-harm all the time. So giving up my razor was probably the best thing for me. Since then, I have not cut, so that's actually a few months, but I've been wanting to cut so much, but I couldn't because I didn't have the access to it. Mainly because I just didn't really want to go out of my way and find a way to do it. And now for the reason why I started cutting in the first place. Well, it is a really, really, really dumb thing. I was 13, and I thought I was in love with this guy who I never met, never seen a picture of him really, because now that I think about it, his pictures on Facebook were fake, and I fell in love with the words that he told me. And the thing about it was, I was 13 and he was 17. And he was getting ready to turn 18. And he broke up with me because he was getting ready to turn 18. And I was devastated. And that's how it all started. I couldn't take it anymore. I thought, why did that happen? I thought we were great together. Little did I know that, no, we were, I was actually really stupid thinking that I was 13, he was 17. It never should have been together in the first place. Now I think about it, I'm honestly happy that we were never together for longer than 2 weeks, but ultimately that is why I started to self-harm. But there's that. That is why I started cutting in the first place, and how long I've been cutting, and how long everything's been going on. Honestly, it has been getting better. I haven't been having the urges as much as I thought I did. And I always thought it was weird because I would watch videos and they'd say once you take that first cut, you're addicted and you can never stop. And I never thought I was addicted to it. I mean, I did, but not in the way that people make it seem. I never really wanted to hurt myself. But that's just how it was. I don't know. This video is getting too long. But there's day one.